Hey guys, it's Erisa. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. We are talking about curating a makeup collection that works for you, that serves you. Instead of going into specific products, this is actually going to be more about like a mindset thing, mindset shift, and what has been working for me in the last few months as I do a lot of self-reflecting and self-healing and just really taking a look at aspects of my home and how they could better serve me so that they're more in alignment with who I am and who I want to be. And it might not resonate with everybody. Not everyone is in a position where they feel like they need to reevaluate their makeup collection, right? But if you're in a place where you feel a little stuck, maybe deep down, back in the day you loved makeup, but lately you feel a little jaded by it, or you're not really in love with what you have, it doesn't bring you joy, or going through the makeup routine is just not fun anymore, this is for you. So the first thing is not following the makeup rules, right, in air quotes, makeup rules when it comes to like what you're seeing on Instagram and on YouTube. When you see everyone else around you putting on highlighter at the top of your cheekbones, you might start to think over time, do I need to wear highlighter at the top of my cheekbones even though I don't really like to? Or everyone's putting high coverage concealer under their eyes, but it's like, well, who cares if there's a little bit of darkness under the eyes? If I have a little dark circle under my eyes, yes, I can brighten it up a little bit to make myself feel better, but doing it for you and not because you feel like you have to, because it's a rule. Everyone puts high coverage concealer under the eyes, so I have to as well. Makeup setting spray is another one. I used to purchase quite a few makeup setting sprays because everyone else was. I thought I had to, but now I don't have any. It doesn't serve a purpose for me. I don't feel like it's a requirement in my makeup routine. It doesn't necessarily bring me joy, so I just don't do it. And another one is primer. If you love putting on primer under your foundation and you found one that works for you, that's awesome. Keep doing you. Do whatever works for you. But if you just like putting on moisturizer under your foundation and some sunscreen, then that's okay too. You don't have to put on primer just because everyone else is telling you that you should put on primer. So whatever those rules are that you've been exposed to over the years through Instagram and YouTube, or whatever it is that you're exposing yourself to when it comes to makeup, just know that you don't have to follow the rules and you can keep doing you. If you've always stayed true to yourself, if you've never followed the rules, then you might think like, yeah, it's not that deep, just don't follow the rules. Don't do what other people say or what other people think. But if you're someone like me who has, based on maybe upbringing, through life experiences, society, what I've been exposed to, have over time really like focused on what other people say, the comments that I get maybe on my content, the comments that you maybe get on your content, maybe saying like, hey, you use a lot of brown eyeshadow, can you change it up every now and then? Yes, it's good to step outside your comfort zone, but if you don't like it, then don't do it. Just stay true to yourself, know what works for you, and make sure that the makeup that you're using works for you and serves you, and don't do it just because it's a makeup rule. Are you doing it for the gram, or are you doing it for you? Are you buying the next new thing because of Instagram, because of YouTube, or are you buying it because you truly want it and you know that you're gonna get a lot of use out of it? I fell into this a lot back in the day when I was buying the next new makeup release. Holiday makeup releases were all the rage. Everyone wanted to get like that new Too Faced holiday collection, and you bought it because everyone else was, and there's FOMO behind that. You feel like you're gonna miss out if you don't buy into it. So when you're curating your makeup collection, are you doing it for you, or are you doing it for the gram? I almost fell into this just in the last couple weeks. I thought, man, like, do I need to be posting more makeup stuff on my Instagram? Do I need to go out and like maybe buy some new mascaras to say that I'm trying them? And it's like, no, girl, don't do it for the gram, do it for you. If you are not on the market to find some new mascaras, then don't buy new mascara. So whatever it is that you want to focus on or who you truly are, you want to make sure that your makeup collection is in alignment with that, just with any other aspect in life. When when we talk about makeup, it can seem really shallow and it's like, you know, makeup's not that deep. Why are we talking about this? But really, it's an aspect of life that can also be shifted to meet who you truly are. Is it serving you? Are you buying things because other people are telling you to buy it, or you feel like you have to keep up with everybody else? Or are you doing it for you? So the next thing with curating your makeup collection is, are you collecting makeup that feels really good to put on? And this is not to say that you need makeup to feel good, because you don't need makeup to feel good. And if you do, then that's okay too. So when you put on your makeup, does your makeup routine make you feel good? I was going through the motions for a while, I would say, like in the last couple years, especially when I was going into the office every day for work. I would be like, oh, gotta put on foundation again. Oh, gotta put on eyeshadow again. And I was just not in love with the process anymore. I was just kind of going through the motions. And it's all based on life experiences. So when you're exposed to different phrases, like maybe, you know, not love is pain, makeup is, or not makeup is pain, beauty is pain. Oh my gosh, I can't think. Like beauty is pain, you know, when you hear stuff like that, or like, yeah, it is what it is, you know, like beauty is pain, then sometimes you might think like, yeah, that's just what it is. It's, you know, you're not gonna always love it, but you just gotta go through with it if you want to wear makeup. You don't have to wear makeup to work, you know, like you do you. But if you like wearing makeup, you want to wear makeup to work, there is a way for it to serve you and for you to enjoy it again. So it's all about like, why? Why am I not liking it again? What can I do to maybe reevaluate the way that I'm putting on my makeup? I wanted to try out cream foundation, like foundation sticks. I loved the idea of swiping on some foundation with a makeup stick and taking a brush and just blending it out. Like the thought of that just sounds so nice to me, but I had not found a foundation stick yet that served those purposes for me and my skin. I found it in Merit, and this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation brush, both things that I recently hauled on my channel, and I now love it. I love the process of putting this on. It just feels like art, like swiping this in different parts of my face, blending it out with a really soft brush. I just love the foundation routine again, and it just brings me joy. So whatever that is for you, there's a way to maybe kind of reevaluate what you're doing and find a way to change it up again. Another brush that I love is the IT Cosmetics Love is a Foundation brush for something like that. I also use it for my liquid foundation. I also love, I'm just kind of going in my makeup drawer here, this Eco Tools biodegradable sponge that I recently talked about. I love this also for putting on liquid foundation or my liquid pigments, and just whatever that process is for you, there's a way for it to serve you and make it fun again, if that's what you're looking for. If you're not looking to change up your routine, then that's okay too. But if you're kind of at a point where you're like, man, I'm not enjoying makeup right now, I want to enjoy it again, then these are some of the things that maybe you can incorporate into your routine. Another thing too could be like, oh, I just feel so uninspired or dull putting on my makeup. It doesn't bring me joy. Maybe there's like a change in a lip color that you could try, or maybe for a while you've been just doing matte eyeshadow. You can add a little sparkle to your eye with some glittery eyeshadow, or even just like a shimmery eyeshadow, and that could make all the difference. You know, just finding something that can just bring you joy and just know that that's possible. You know, it's not that beauty is pain and you just have to go through the motions just for the sake of going through the motions. You can make it work and serve you. Is your makeup organized in a way that serves you? A few years ago, when I was really growing my Instagram and my makeup collection, I had everything displayed out on a vanity or out on a table, and it was just all exposed in acrylic organizers because that's what everyone else was doing. And for me, it felt better to have it all out so that I can take photos on Instagram. I wasn't really realizing this at the time because I wasn't self-reflecting so much at the time, but it wasn't serving me. It actually kind of brought on a lot of feelings of like overwhelm. Whenever I would see it, it would just be so much makeup. I used to think like, oh my gosh, like why did I spend so much money on all this makeup? I'm never gonna be able to use it all without it getting expired. and it was just very overwhelming, but I kept it up on my vanity in clear acrylic organizers for the gram. It was also in my bedroom, so I would wake up to that feeling of overwhelm by looking at my makeup every day, and I was choosing to do that to myself. What I'm realizing through a lot of self-reflecting is, and this isn't gonna be for everybody, right? This is not a blanket statement, but for some people like me, when I'm used to stress in my life, you know, whether it's through upbringing or traumas or whatever, when you're used to high stress, you're going to welcome it in your life in different ways and think that that's just how it is. It's normal. Yeah, my makeup kind of stresses me out, but that's just how it is. You know, because I'm so used to that feeling. But now I actually look at that and think it doesn't have to stress me out. There are ways to make me enjoy it again, to have it serve me and have it organized in a way that works for me, you know. And this isn't going to resonate with everyone again, but if this does, then I hope this helps a little bit, just to know that you don't have to have it overwhelm you. You might want to declutter a little bit, and then moving forward, only add to the things, or only add to the collection when you want to, and organize it in a way that works for you. Now, I really like my setup because it's a little bit of both. I have one clear acrylic organizer on my desk where you can see a little bit of makeup, because I like to see a little makeup, but it's not all of my makeup, and then the rest of it is tucked away in a drawer. And when I'm in the drawer, or when I open the drawer, it feels very peaceful and calming and not stressful, because I have these clear containers where I divvy them up by lip products, eye products, face products. You know, I know exactly where everything is, and it's not stressful. This might not be something that resonates with everyone because it's such a simple thing. And it's like, well, yeah, if it doesn't work for you, then reorganize it. Like, what's the point of talking about this? But for some people, you think like, oh, it stresses me out, but oh well, like, whatever. You know, it's like, but really, now that I think about it, and really when I self-reflect, it's like, you are worthy of changing it up and having it serve you. You know, you have the power to reorganize it to have it work for you. And so that's what I wanted to put out there. And this is such a small aspect of this whole topic. You know, there's more that we can get into here, but hopefully this helps at least one person out there who maybe is a little drained, or, you know, wants to change it up, and you just are like, oh, I don't feel in love with makeup like I used to, you know, because that's how it was for me for a little bit. But now that I'm really focusing on aligning my life with who I truly am, this is an aspect that, while it could be small, it can really make a difference. So thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that this helps someone out there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.